This old barley twist table, a little side table, you know, sort of table height. Now it was painted. It was, yeah, it was just literally just caked in. Well, can't see me, can you? It was caked in paint. It was absolutely caked, and I got most of it off. There's still some places where I got to get some of the paint out, all these horrible little mouldings and stuff, all these little turnings here. As you can see, there's bits of white paint in there. And this thing was given to us, it's all falling apart. I've managed to glue it up, what have you, and rejoint it in places where it needs to be jointed up. It's basically a wedge to tenons, you know, so it holds it all together. It's pretty strong though, but it's been, it's been one of them projects I put to one side and haven't really got on with it. It's just been sitting there waiting to be done. And what it needs is obviously a bit more titillation regarding stripping all this old paint off so I can dye it and do what I want to do with it. I'm not sure, shellac it or something, I don't know sure yet. But it needs a top. There wasn't a top on it. No, there isn't. Oh, Craig, I can't see you. Are you over there? Oh, hello. Well, what I've got here are these two boards. Now, these two boards were doors in my office. Well, I kind of converted them into a dry-by board. It made more sense. And one of the boards is pretty flat, which is that one, and the other one isn't. Now, obviously, it's currently too long, okay? Because the table's only that big, it's only tiny, all right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these boards, cut it in half, and then do a glue up. Now, I actually want to make use of this sapwood. So I can show like a band of sapwood down the middle, a bit like this, down the middle of the actual door itself. The top itself. Well, it won't be a door, there's a door. They were doors now. But it's quite interesting that this one hasn't really moved at all. It really seems really stable. And then I look at this one, well, it's warped. Well, these aren't laminated up. This is literally the slab that came in as Wayne edged, live edged boards, for which I then machined up, and this was just made into doors, you know, hence that's where the hinges were, as you can see. So the thing is, you see the sapwood on both edges of this board. On this one, needless to say, because they're both showing them, this slab, looking at it, will show the rings leaving and entering on the same side of the tree, of the plank side. It's not a tree anymore, is it? And because of that, I believe that's the reason why it's cupped, because it was kiln dried timber. Now, you're supposed to orientate your boards. I just literally run it through the planer and then stack them, make them into doors. And that one stayed stable, and that one hasn't. But in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to make that into a little top, a little tabletop. That's what we're going to do. We're going to be using some jointing methods to glue this top up, because I don't want it to go wonky again. Right, this board here is wonky. Yeah, a bit like me. It's all wonky, and it is. And there's a big gap underneath. So, I don't think I'm going to use that one. The good board, we're going to put to one side. And I'll use that for another project, because that's a nice stable board. And I'm going to need to rip the board down and then joint it up anyway, because I want these two faces here, these two edges, the two sap edges coming together. Because I've just basically a bit of interest down the middle of the table. Whether it's good on it there, and I don't really know. And also, that way I can get rid of the warp in the board. Now, the fact that it's going to be shorter anyway, so that's obviously a bonus. And also, I'm going to rip it down the middle. And as I rip it down the middle, I'll be halving the curvature in the wood, you know. On this case, it would have shrunk on this side. Or was it that side? I can't remember now. This side or that side? Anyway, it's pulled up that way. Oh, crikey, I'm losing my mind now. Like I am. Now, I cut down little breadboard ends on the end of this. Now, the only reason I did that at the time, I remember, was because the boards weren't long enough. So I cut out one board, you see, and it wasn't long enough. So I put these little breadboard ends on the end, and they haven't been done properly. They're literally just nailed on. Because I don't know if you know this, if you do a breadboard end, you don't fix all the way along your breadboard end. Now, if you're going to do it, you are going to fix it, you only fix in the middle. And that way it can expand, the board can expand, it can contract. I was just trying to restrict its movement. So the other thing I might do with this, looking at it, because I see there's a little split there, that I've clearly filled, and there's, oh yeah, the opposite side there as well. So what I might actually do with that, I might put a little bow tie in it, just for interest. You know what I'm like. You know, got to go with the trends, haven't you? Anyway, let's have a look who we got here at the moment. Oh, we got 11 people watching. Hello, 11 people. I'll just double see what we got. Let me just double check on my computer here so I can get the old chat up. Apparently, I'm live. Bit of reverb there. All right, so let's bring it up there like that. Hopefully, when it come up, there we go. Bear with us 2 seconds. I'm just going to get the chat up. Hello, Andrew Pegg. Oh, yeah, how are you? I'm good. We've been planting trees today. Karen Marshall, hello there. Happy National Wine Day. What? No. I didn't get the memo for the National Wine Day. I think every day is a wine day here in France, to be fair. It's cheaper than water. Oh, and who's Ebadiah Thomas? Hello there. Adam Bryan. Hi, Wonky Donkey, that's me. All over, I'll tell you. Crikey, comes with age, you know, and being too fat. That doesn't help. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you closer. Let me just double check the audio, because I did some stuff on the YouTube app earlier, and I wasn't actually, I wasn't very good regarding the audio. So hopefully the audio is okay. Have you got a steaming oven for wood? Not a steaming oven. I basically use a big tube or a box, and I use a wallpaper steamer if I do any steaming. Works really well, wallpaper steams, because they keep on boiling. You know, you haven't got to trick a kettle. So let's have a look at that audio on here. What's going on with the audio? What is happening there? Can anyone tell me? Oh, the audio's good. Okay, it's just me then. Oh, that's right. It's probably feedback. Hopefully the audio is good. So audio seems very well, in my opinion. Okay, I've got my wireless microphone on here, you see. Mark Gordon Olsen, come in, Olsen. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Bill and Ben, the floorpot men, they went to bed together. Bill said to Ben, flubba lubba 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 lub. Ben replied, if you're ready to board ends off first. To do that, you're going to require a bashy device. It could be a hammer. It could be a mallet. That it could. Ooh, decisions. Blimey. It's too difficult. Now, I've got a little thing I made in a friend's forge years ago. I used this thing for literally ripping off like the ledges off old shutters and stuff. And it isn't particularly hard, but it works really well. And so I don't need that one. I need that one. It's an old Stanley hammer, proper hammer. And I'm going to whip these breadboards ends off. It requires splitting them off just so I can remove the actual nails. Because I don't want the nails. Because nails are a nasty habit of damaging your wood. I don't want that to happen. No. So I need a hold fast. Hold fast. Okay, we have got a hold fast. This one's by Marbles. Not that easy to come by these things anymore, unfortunately. They're really good. So, bashy device. And my, I don't know what you call that, splitter. Where's nail? Let's get past there. Yeah. Get in between the nails. Now, when we glue this up, we might do one or two things. Or we might do all of them. We could use the... Oh, crikey, I hit a nail. Just there. I could use a Festool domino dowler. Or we could use... Any real strange, so you could just glue it. But there's a couple of techniques I'm going to do here. They might seem a bit odd, because when you true two boards together, to, you know, what you've got to do is, you've actually got to do it so you spring the boards, like a bit sprung. Otherwise, the ends will dry out, and what will happen is, you'll end up with gaps on the ends of the joints. And that doesn't look very pretty. No, it looks gappy. Yeah. I know some people like to have like gappy front teeth and all that, you know, 'cause it's fashionable and all that, you know. Oh my giddy aunt, oh crikey. I keep getting this girl in my feed at the moment. I didn't ask her to go in my feed, but she keeps coming in my feed and she's in a wood yard. Now, it'll be funny. There she is now, like Ray-Ban type big old sunglasses on, and well, she's quite a chunky girl, you know. Doesn't bother me, but you know, the fact of the matter is, she's in her. I'll put it out. You can see everything, all right? You can see absolutely everything. Now, I'm all for women being able to express themselves and stuff like that. Some people might say I'm a bit expressive. Maybe. They're up to what they've learned and what they can teach me. That's what I want. This girl, she's like sticking their bum out and stuff. And the other, they're not going to want to come out. Oh, blimey, what am I going to do with that? I'm trying to wiggle it out. I don't think they're going to come out. Okay, hopefully they won't affect. What are they? They're likely to be 45s. They'll be, so they'll come to about there. No, they're not going to come out. Crikey, that's because oak and brad nails. These are crikey. So somehow I miss them. Now I know how long they are because they're going to be these. Most likely, I hope they are anyway. They're most likely to be these ones. So what I might do is just find out how long they are, so I don't end up. I'm going to have to cut the end of the board, you see, so I don't end up cutting through the nails because I don't want to damage my blade. It's not a good idea. No. Right, that's really annoying. I wonder if I can get them out the other side. But they're definitely not going to come out, are they? That's annoying, isn't it? Crikey, these things are sent to try me. That they are. Oh, dear me. Right. Audio is working and audio feels good. Good enough for council work. Oh, crikey, dear me. So I'm going to chop my head off, but then you wouldn't say what I'm doing, would you? Right, I'll tell you that old Cascamite glue's good. I've pretty much used that for absolutely everything. I have got some PU glue in that as well, which is good this time of year because it's not affected by the cold. But the Cascamite, it went for a phase of being really bad, but since Eureka's got hold of it, they brought back to how it was. And it's actually really good stuff again, so I'm quite happy with that. Come on, Nails, you can come out. Please come out, Nails. I think it's come out with the wood this time. Right. Okay, so. Have I got an old chisel I could use? I don't want to use that one, that was a sharp chisel. Oh, a screwdriver, that'll do. I need something to put on there, just like that, just so I can use it as a lever. Like that. Oh, dear. Oh, one out, one come out. But that's only the sapwood, mind. So all the other ones are probably not going to come out, are they? That's annoying. Although they're not in so far. So I might have more luck with these. Because this little breadboard end, which isn't really a breadboard end, really, because that's not how you do breadboard ends. Just nailed on with some glue, isn't it? That one came out. That one's, yes. I was right. I'll show you what I mean in a minute regarding the grain, or the rings, the growth rings. Let's try from there. Mustn't hit holding too tight, or I'll cut through them with the pincers. Right, let's put that underneath. That might help. Oh dear, that's not going to do it. Nah, it's not going to come out. That one might. No, it won't. No, same problem. Ow! Just jabbed yourself with a nail. Oh, just cut them off. Be done with it. They're not going to come out. No chance. Ooh, these things are sent to try it. That's what happens when you're recycling, you see. Do. Right, so we've got nails in the way. How long has it got to be? That's a good question, isn't it? I think so. It's a good starting question because of, got my table here. Boom. I want about, reasonable, they usually have about 40 odd mil, so about 2.5 inches. So 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches over. So I'm going to go for, can I go for 48? And if I do it for 48, can I miss the nails? So that's the question. If I double that up, and it's the length, can I miss the nails? 48, so it'll be 96. Do you know what? I could actually miss the nails if I do that. Ah, got to think ahead, haven't you? It's called planning. Are you impressed? No, probably not. So, right, what we're going to do then is we're going to need a starting point. We're going to need to, well, I could start by ripping it down actually. This will be 48 square because that is a square table, which don't look very square, if it makes any sense. 40, yeah. You probably know, if you measure corner to corner, corner to corner, you can tell whether or not something is square if those two measurements are the same. Oh my god, no they're not. There's a good centimetre out. Oh, just about 8 millimetres difference between the two. Oh, blimey. Never mind. You won't see it, we'll hide up at the top. Actually, if I just clamp that way, if I clamped it from there to there, I might be able to pull it out, but then that would just break all the glue joints. Right. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do I rip it first? Or do I... It makes more sense to rip it down the middle first, I think. Because I'm going to pretty much be using all the board, apart from... Getting caught now. Oh, so, if that is 48 wide, we're using 18 of a board. So, we'll probably save about that much blood, that much of the board, and that's about it. So, first of all, I think we'll just rip it down the middle. And I'll show you the end here, if I can show what I mean about the radial rings. If you look at the sapwood on the ends, it's a good tell. Good. Oh, don't get a pen. Let's get a pen or pencil. All right, you've got a pencil here. So if you look at these radial rings, which is the best one to look at? You've got sapwood there, which shows it's quite far from on the outside of the tree as well. If you look here, oh, let's bring it closer. There you go. So you can see the radial rings are going that way like so. And it's kind of following, you see it's almost near the edge of the tree. And as it comes back round itself, it's coming back down in that, it's coming around there like so. So it's like an actual slice through the round of the tree. And because of that, we've got strands here and there that's causing the board to cup. Hence we've got, you know, oh, there she blows! There's a gap underneath that rule. You might better see it. In the middle, because the board's bent. And normally you wouldn't laminate up a board. Not laminate, you wouldn't just have a slab of wood like that. To be fair, that ain't that bad, considering how wide that is. That's like 12 inches wide, is it? Let's have a look. 300 mil? Yeah, literally 300 mil doors. Literally. So that's 12 inches. Yeah. So that's, you know, you wouldn't normally have it that wide. Now, I was watching somebody saying about, trying to say about, oh, alternating the radial rings is a little bit of a fallacy. It's not a fallacy at all. The demonstration he was giving was basically just saying that it's going to happen anyway. They're going to get moved anyway. But the boards that he was using was literally had the radial rings to enter and leave on both sides, on the same side of the board. That's always going to move. What you should have done is rip it down the middle, like I'm going to do with this. So if I rip that down the middle, you're halving the stresses and the strains that are stored in the timber. You know, yeah? You can see that's bent. Oh dear. So I'm just going to clear my table saw off because it's in a... Oh my God, I've got stuff everywhere I have. Oh, blimey. That's what happens when I make videos. Right. Put that one over there. Got a chainsaw on there as well. Blimey, oh, put that down there like so. Push that over there like so. Blimey, what a mess. Oh, crikey. Got oil on the saw as well. Blimey. Alright, where are you? Where are you? Oh, here you are. Hello. So what we're going to do is we're going to rip it down the middle on this saw. And there's no riving knife in this saw, but there doesn't actually need to be one. The riving knife really only does something if, for instance, you have wood that's got a lot of stored tension in it and it isn't seasoned very well. And long timber. Now, I tend to use wedges at the moment anyway, because I do intend to put a riving knife in there. But the one coming with the saw is absolutely useless. So let's remove that to a more sensible height. It's That'll do. Let's remove that. What I was using to flatten the sole, oh god, of a hand plane the other day. I've got double-sided carpet tape over it. I'm so prepared, wouldn't you say? Huh? So prepared. That's going to require a bit of a solvent on there to remove the glues. That'll do for now. Right, so all I'm going to do is rip that board down the middle. And when I do this, I tend to, if for instance I know the board's cupped, that was got basically it's bent. In this case, it is bending that way. I always make sure the hump goes to the top. You don't want the hump to the bottom, because what happens when you put it on there this way, pretend it's going to rock as you're trying to push it through the saw. But then you've got to watch out for those. When you do pass it through the saw that way up, when you get towards the end of your cut hair, the board can effectively just do that and collapse onto the blade. So let's move you over a little bit because you're in a line of fire. Maybe a little bit. Oh, how are we doing there? So it's protruding through. Got to come through the wood just enough, maybe a little bit more than that. Where has that gone? Oh, there it is. That's good. There's no signs behind it. I was going to say, oh, that's about it. It's in the middle of the plank. Yeah, hopefully not where there is a nail. Double check that. No, we're good. I think. Yeah, we're good. All right. And what do I need to make sure I have got? I need a push stick. They come in various forms. You got the plastic ones. You can make yourself some wooden ones. You know, or you can use pads with handles on. I don't particularly like them. I find them a bit slippy. The pads with handles on. Got one here somewhere. I used with a planer, which I can't see now. Where's that gone? Oh, blimey. The thing is, though, you always got to make sure this stuff is net by. So everything for me, give you an idea, is at arm's reach. So, for instance, if all of a sudden I forgot, oh no, I forgot my my push stick, for instance. No fret. If I have already started pushing it through the saw, it's only there. I can grab it at arm's reach, you see, and then use it. But ideally, get everything out ready, obviously. You don't want to be messing about when you've got your old table saw running, do you? So I shouldn't need to do anything regarding the wedge, wedging it or anything like that as I pass it through. It shouldn't be a requirement because the wood's seasoned. It's kiln dry timber, so it's pretty darn dry. All right, so I'm going to be running against this edge here, which hopefully is true. Oh my giddy aunt, it's not. It's not. So what should I do first? Shall I just wing it and correct it with a hand plane afterwards? Which I could do that because I'm going to be cutting it in half anyway. Yeah, let's do that. I'm here now, aren't I? Well, that's one. And that's two. Is that dark or is it just me? Let's put that in the middle. Does it work like that? There you go. All right, back to the bench. That we go. Oh, someone say, what do you mean? Is that English? They go. I keep getting that comment. Yeah, it's a very common comment. That and, oh, you Jack Black. Oh, I don't mind. Don't bother me at the slightest. I could take this to the machine over there. I was going to put this on the other stand, actually, which would have made darn sight more sense than doing what I'm doing. Because then I can take it to the machines easier. That's what I'm going to do. I've got this one here, you see. I made this little device. What I've got is like these little things I put everywhere, with holes in. There's one there, there. Got one over there, there's one over there, there's one in the saw over there. And I forgot. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to swap you over. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, to this other stand here. Hopefully, I don't accidentally cancel the stream. Because that would be bad. Right, oh, here we go. Okay, we're into the other phone holder. Now, there is something happened on YouTube. I'm allowed now to reply to comments on the channel with a video. Yeah, a little short video. It's probably just a short feed, I imagine. But it's, I haven't checked that yet, but yeah, I can literally apply to comments with a video. It's only 15 seconds, so it don't give you a lot of time, but it's quite a cool idea. So I'll start to do that. The only thing I noticed is that they don't recognise, the phone doesn't recognise external microphone when using that app for that purpose, which is a little bit annoying because it can be a bit echoey in here, you see. That's why I have to use these raging mics. It kind of makes sense, really, doesn't it? Oh, let's put some light on the matter. Oh my giddy aunt! Oh crikey! Blimey, it's like I've been beamed. Been beamed, I have. Okay, I'm just going to check. Yeah, jet black, yeah. Those are nice planks, Marcus. What are those cheese planks? What are those cheese planks? What cheese planks? Who's the dietary? Oh, jar is my choice of lubrication for late. What? I don't need to know that. There are more than 101 ways to build a chair. Oh, crikey, I'm not a bit surprised. Hello, Savage DIY. I hope you're well. 14 people in there, only 5. Oh yeah, boot the old like button, please. I'll boot it now. The hell of it. I just boot myself. Right, audio working, good. Audio seems good. So what I like to hear. That dripping is annoying. What dripping? We've got dripping. What? Who's got dripping? That dripping is annoying. What dripping? I can't hear any dripping. Beef dripping? Boy, that's a bit bright, that is. I might have to move that down there somewhere. Oh, crikey. That one's a bit much. I need some light, but not that much. Blimey. It's a 50 watt LED, that, see? Oh dear. Let's move that over there. In the way. Oh, crikey, I'm dropping things now. Blimey. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay, I think it's better. Is it better? I don't know. That's good enough. Put it like that. It's good enough. Okay, we've got the radial arm saw. Let's use that, and let's try not to cut through the actual nails. I've got to start somewhere, and I've got to start from one end. Now, the end where... Oh, crikey. Do you know what I should have done? Oh, which was which? Ah, this was the longer end, the wider end. That means these nails aren't so far in, I hope. Hopefully. Yeah, because if you remember, we had those little breadboard end things on the ends, and the likelihood those nails on this end, because it was thicker, they're only on there because the wood wasn't long enough. I was just making use of what we had. You know what it's like when you're doing a renovation and stuff, you just want to get in your house, because it's like everything seems to be taking too long. And I got to that point, you know. Crikey, this place was so bad, it really was. All right, now, do I go to about there? Right, let's grab an old nail, give me more of an idea, and a piece of scrap of that wood. Now I need to keep as much of it as I can. There we are. Bit of wood and the original nails. Oh, actually, they aren't the original nails. Oh, crikey, they're flipping 60s. Oh, no. Crikey, why do I use such long nails for that? All right, I've got to bear that in mind. That'll give me an idea where that first... Well, that's really annoying. I don't want to chop through nails. I'll wreck the blade. Right, let's go to about there then. All right, that's about right, I think. Wish me luck. I hit my nails. See them? Crikey, how long are they? Oh well, never mind. That can only be the tips of them. Didn't want to hit my nails. Oh well. God, why would I use such long nails? And that's that one. Right. Blimey. There. This machine, we can't see it, can you? I sharpened that machine, I sharpened the blades on that. Instead of using a saw doctor. You can't do it. You can't keep doing that. You get to the point where you just have to send to the saw doctor or buy a new blade. But you can get, you can get an edge on them. Good enough. Keep you going for a bit longer, When it cost me 30 quid to sharpen the saw blade here. So, you know what I mean? It's just like, what do you do? And you can buy CMT blades for about €30, so it's not a point, is there? It seems a bit silly, really. So it's different if you've got the Mecha Bar blades that I've got, stuff like that. But my general purpose blades that I use mostly all the time, nearly all the time, they're not expensive blades. Now, if I was doing a lot of laminate work and stuff like that, it'd be really important, to have really high-end blades. But I don't. And I don't like sheet materials anyway, so... I hit one. Right, now we need to rip this to length. We know I'm going for 48, don't I? So I've got 96 to there, which is actually quite good. That should miss the other nails. That's working out quite nice, really, apart from the hit nails on that end. But if I go 48 here, I'm going to double check though. I'm just going to double check. So 100% confident 48 is going to be enough. I think it's over what I need, hopefully. Oh God, it is. So I'm going for 48. And that is obviously centimetres, so let's do a 48 there, which is that one. Okay. Now I want this, I want to try and keep this here in the middle, if I can do it. So that's going to be going that, like a bit like that in the middle, as in the sapwood. I don't know if you can see that there. I need another one. That's not, it's too close, isn't it? So you see, I keep this a bit of sapwood in the middle there, and then lose it on the ends, on the edges, all the edges toward down the middle. So it's what we call bookmarking. So let's just rip that off there. And what I'm going to do is, so it's about there, okay, and I'm going to clamp a piece of wood on the end there, just so I can be 100% certain that I'm going to get it spot on. So both boards will be exactly the same length. It's not that imperative. Eeny, meeny, miny, where's the, oh, that'll do. I expect of that. A bit of old wood here, that'll do. That'll do. Now, I've got to stop. Now, when you do anything like this, you put a stop, and this will be okay. But on smaller pieces, it can crank, and it can stick against the blade, and it's ripped in behind the blade. So you've got to be careful. And normally, blade, when you're using a regular arm saw like this on a wide board, if I went this way and got a bit overzealous about it, that could grab and then pull forwards towards me. So really, what you're supposed to do is bring the saw all the way to you, and then back like so, and then it'll be cutting on the push stroke, and then the cut will be coming up. So you've got to make sure you hold it down, but then the saw won't grab and come forward at you. No hands! There. Always work off the same face, and you're guaranteed to get these 90 degrees. And this one I'm going to go forward, not because I should, I just want to show you. So when I go forward, coming towards me, pull the saw to me, I'm going to do it in pulse it. I'm not going to try to go like that, because it could crank and then just jam up. Because the wood's hard, you know. Like that. Because if I try to put them one go, I could have a situation where, because of the direction of travel of that blade, it's like a wheel, you see. It can grab your wood and come towards you. And that's not a good idea, because, you can take your fingers. That's 2, so we need one more, which is going to be this one. Which will be off that face, because that's the sawn face, which is the same sawn face that I was working off the other, for the others. And we'll rip that down the middle as well. This one, and that way. Anything like this, you never put your hands in this vicinity. You never cross your hands either, or you cross your arms, because you're more at risk. So for instance, I want a bit of wood in there. I wouldn't do that. I'd make sure I come around from this way, or come around from that way. Even when the blade is slowing down, because that's at the point where it's most likely to grab and pull the saw forwards, is actually when it's slowing down, not when it's at full speed. Ooh, it could be nasty. That it could. So let's go back over there now. We need to true a face up. Not my face. That face. Yeah. So I'll plug in my little stand over there. Let's do that. Let's move that light back a bit. Hello, Tigging Rasta. Oh, bit of that cheese planks are where you put on cheeses to ripen. I ain't got no cheeses to ripen. I'm belly for cheese. Right, we are going to be trying some, try some experiments there, because there's things happened on YouTube. One is what I mentioned earlier about the replying to comments with a short video, and the other thing was then you can now live stream into the shorts platform, which is quite interesting. So I'll decide which one of these I'm going to use for my main boards. Right, a bit wonky, isn't you? Come back there, a little wonky. Right, there we come. Let's push it in his hole. Right, so what I don't want to do is mess up the growth rings. Oh, that's good. That's lucky. So that's that. If those two together work, the growth rings are acceptable. Otherwise, I have the exact same problems I had before with the board going wonky. And you don't want a wonky board, no. So I want to have that going down the middle, and then what we could do, go like that, and then maybe like that. But I don't know. I think it might be too much. That's too much. So I don't want to do that. So I need to increase the width, because at the moment it's going to be too narrow. That's too narrow like that, you see. Now what have I done with my tape? I had it a minute ago. Oh, I know what I put it over there. Do you ever do that? Actually, I don't know. I'm worried. Do you know why? I'll show you why I'm not. I shouldn't be worried. No, this is the tape I'm using at the moment, but I've got a whole drawer of tapes. Yeah, I know. It's a bit silly. It's a fetish. It is. It's a fetish. Right. So I need to. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to true these edges up. There's various ways of doing it. You can do it by putting the two boards together, and you can almost guarantee that you're going to have them marry up. But then you might have an issue regarding maintaining the angle of the growth rings. Yeah, the direction of the growth rings. And then we've got. I need to extend that board there, and then another piece on the opposite side to make up the 48. But just have that down the middle. That's what I'm thinking anyway. It might be a silly idea. Then I've got to decide on how I'm going to, make this piece of wood look right with this piece of wood. Because at the moment, that's obviously too pasty, that's old, right? Ancient. And even after a bit of, clean up all these barley twists and what have you, and trying to make it look nice, it's going to be a very difficult thing to do. It's going to take a lot of TLC. But do I do something else with this? Do I ebonise it? Do we have, modernise it a little bit and have an ebonised top? Or do we just try and match the tone? Sometimes it's best to go completely different, opposite of what's already there, because then it looks intentional. First of all, we need to true up our edges, right? And we're going to end up with probably, that could be one side and just increase the width there, I suppose. I could even do that, couldn't I? That would even work. That just needs to be 48, which is not at the moment. Actually, that could work quite nicely then, like that, to make up the difference here. All right, yeah, maybe. I'm not running through the plane or anything like that, but what I'm going to do is do it by hand. So I'm going to start with this one, because I've got to remove all of that, because obviously we don't need that in there. I know you could say it's going to be hidden, but there won't be, because you have that, and literally I put that to the bottom. Is that possibility? Because that's the other thing you've got to think about is, what are the best faces? That one and that one shouldn't really go together like that. Maybe that should go that way. And then that would be the right way round. That is the right way round now. And then this one, that is the right way round. And then whatever we do, this won't matter so much because there'll only be a little bit of it on there. But let's just get it right. That's not right there. It'll be that way round. Might be quite cool. So that one would be, that's it, that'll be right. This will have to be ripped down here, and that way I'll maintain that sapwood onto that. So it'll be a stripy top. Is it a bit too modern with a very old barley twist table? It's an English table, so we brought it over. I had it years. Or means sort it out. Oh, I've got to put a top on that one day. Oh, I've got to take the paint off that one day. Never really get round to it. Right, this is my Stanley Bailey number 7. And this is, well, to be honest, this is the plane. I pretty much use it for everything. Not smoothing the top because it's too long, but any edge work. I just love this plane. Hopefully it's sharp. Oh, we're going to create lovely curly shavings. That's what we're going to do. I forgot the bit of wood was so short. I just did something I shouldn't have done. What you should do is clear the shaving every time, and then I tend to lift the plane a little bit to take the plane iron off the wood. Otherwise, if you do accidentally leave the shaving in there, you can pull it through. It just causes more hassle. Or you should just do that. Now you see my lateral lever there. I made a video about this earlier actually. Just because it's over one side, because it's for the skew of the blade. Because it's not in the middle, it doesn't mean to say that the frog's in the wrong place. Now, I watched somebody else's video, I'm not going to say who it is, but somebody else's video says to the frog, it isn't. It's basically where you put the chip breaker, or how you line the chip breaker and your plane iron together. That's literally, basically, I haven't got perfectly aligned. Or you sharpen your plane iron, and it's not square. Now I'm just going to true these so I can join them together, and then what we're going to do is we're going to spring them. I need a square. Do you know what? I've got a tiny little combination square, which was a lovely little square. I've had it years, and I can't find it. It's just like this, but a small one, a 6-inch. It's not bad. Oh, not perfect. No, I'm high on that edge. There's my pencil. Now I've lost my pencil. You want my red one? So I'm high on that edge there. Right, so I've got a bit of a twist going on there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start there and come back. And at the moment there'll be a bit of ridge in there, but I'll sort of check with that. Right. That's where the really small combination plane is, combination squares at. So that's right on the end there, but it's not going to be right in the middle. So now I need to feather that in to that one. Yeah, that end to that end. Bringing it back a little bit each time until I finally get full shavings. Oh, I did it again. Right. That's the same all the way along now. It's not perfectly square, but it's the same all the way along. So I'll start at that, that'll be a starting point. Now what I haven't done is mark these boards together. So to make sure the same face is going to come together. I'm not going to worry about the edge one because it's going to be quite thin, so I'll do that last of all. Now what I'm looking for here is this grain, the direction of this grain. At the moment it's going that way, yeah, which is good. All right, means I need to plane in that direction. Then you strike the tops of the grain. Otherwise, you'll get tear out. I don't even notice that I quite often I always slope it down because at the end of the day, gravity can be on your side unless you jump off a building, obviously. Unless it's your intention, and then it is. Yeah, apparently you can stream in the short shelf, but I need to learn the way to do it so I can do it simultaneously in the shorts, but also in the the normal place, this place. I have to use two phones, like in tandem. I think you can do it via like StreamYard or those kind of platforms, but they all cost money. That's something I haven't got. I love this plane. It's an old Stanley Bailey. I can't remember what type it is now. But it's old Stanley Bailey, number 7, for which I've fitted new totes, new tote, and a new knob. So, Mr. Bean, when he goes, Bob. If I go, knob. It's just how he says it. It's just it's hysterical. I don't know why. I don't get it. But it is. It's hysterical. I think it is. Makes me laugh. Oh, a bit of quarter sawn there. Okay. This one is quarter sawn. I don't know if you can see that there, but can you see that almost like lacing effect in the edge of the wood here? There and there. Because it's nigh on quarter sawn at that point. Not all the way along, but it is that point. It's actually the slab part. Normally quarter sawn, you see, if, for instance, if you buy a quarter sawn board, this board would be facing that way up, and that would become the top of the board. But if you imagine that being, see the grain vertical, that would be quarter sawn, yeah, to the face of your timber, and that's why we have this lacing. This kind of, I see that there's like lacing going on there. It's the most stable wood. The quarter sawn's the most stable wood. check the direction. In this case, it's going that way, so I need a plane in that direction. That one's, see that as well, it's quarter swords. This is French oak. Now this would have come from a place called Mazères here in France, and it's bought loads from them. Before my business got affected by a political event, I used to buy quite a bit of wood. From that place, Mazères. Right. Okay. So what we've got to do now is we've got to make sure the face of our piece of our top is going to be flat. Now, if I squeeze this up as it is, I'll show. I'll get a clamp. What one should chop? That one will do, I think. That one. It's one of these little F clamps. Oh, just hello, Joe. I hope you're well. Lefty Boat. Hello, my friend. The French Jack plays. Jack Black plays with wood. I love Jack Black. I do get a lot of people say to me, not about Jack Black, about, is that English? I don't understand. I don't know what you're saying. The funny thing is, though, I seem to get that more from the Americans. The Americans. Right. So if I put, I know for a fact this isn't flat. It's not flat. I'm pretty certain it's not flat. I'm not quite in that far, actually. That's just luck. That can't be right. That can't be right. I know the top of this bench is pretty flat. It's not going to be perfect, but it's pretty dull. No, that doesn't make sense. I know it wasn't true because I saw it on my square. Find something near a straight edge. Oh, crikey, where's my straight edge has gone? I've got a long, that's too blooming long. 2 metres is too long. Don't need that. No, I've got my, builder's level. Yeah, oh crikey, this is when I was on the tools, on the bricks I was for a while. Stabila. You see there, that ain't right there. No, so if I put between those 2 points there, the rule will travel underneath, and that is, they're kind of aligned. Not too bad, but there's a gap beneath there. So this board, or that board, I need to account for that. These two coming together, this actually looks pretty flat. That's the one I thought wasn't going to be flat. No, that's fine. Okay. All right, that's good. That's good. But that one, this board here, you can see it there, it has that gap underneath. Just about. It's not much of a gap, but there's a gap underneath. So basically it means this board or that board, I need a plane to accommodate that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple extra strokes onto 2 of these boards to spring the board. So basically, when I bring these together, there will be a little micro gap in the middle. Tiny gap in the middle. That's more important on a long tabletop. See, what happens is, no matter if wood's kiln dried or whatever it might be, it's going to carry on drying at the end grain here. So what you're trying to do is to allow for that. Because what happens, if it dries here, it means you're going to get shrinkage across each of these boards in that direction, right? More at the ends here, okay, than in the middle. And if that happens, you'll have a gap there and you'll have a gap there. And it's ugly. It's ugly. It is. You want that? No. Believe me. Well. So, I'm going to release the Kraken and and just put a reverse at, basically untrue that edge. So it then lays flat. At the moment, it's not laying flat. These 2 boards are coming together nicely, so I don't want to touch that one. All right, so I'll do this one. You can do one or the other. It doesn't have to be. Ideally, you do both, but it isn't that particular at the moment. Let's try it. It was coming up like so, so I need to take a little bit off this edge here. As I can see, it's not true. I can see it's not true. So I didn't check that one, did I? No, that's not true. So basically I need to true this edge, and it should be about right then. What direction does that need to be done in? That direction. Now, if you've got that situation where you treat a piece of wood through like so, you can actually help yourself by using the skew on your hand plane. So if I skew the blade, so I'm looking at it down the end of the plane or plane iron, if I'm looking down the end and I can make that plane iron stick out more this face on this side than that, so that side, then that side. That's too much, but just a little bit, all right? And I'll do a couple of strokes like that, and then I'll level the two up, and then carry on playing it until I've got what I want. Now you do that, and that way you took that angle, effectively. You just take that back edge off a little bit quicker than what you would do if you're trying to rock the plane. And that way you're making sure the plane's staying true all the time, straight. Now, prove what I mean. I probably took too much at once, to be honest, but if you look at this shaving here, it's thinner there. That edge is thinner than that edge. This one is more solid. That's more heavy-duty sort of shaving on that edge. And this edge here is thinner. As you see, it's thinner. Yeah? So, that might even done it, to be honest. So, it might be enough. Not quite. Another one. Right. It's more obvious on that one, see? So now, hopefully, it'll be about right. And it is. If anything, I've probably gone a bit too far. So now I need to true up the plane iron to the sole. And now we're creating even shavings. God, I feel like laminating it up the other way now. Look at this quarter saw on there. You can see that if the light is picking up or not. There you go. I was at college and at school. That's better. That's loads better. They told me that you should always put the plane on its side. Modern consensus is that you put the plane the right way up, so people don't cut themselves up. So now I need to. I say, at my bench at the moment, I've got stuff everywhere, and because there's stuff everywhere, if I put my plane blade or plane iron down, I'm likely to get a chunk out of my plane iron on a screw or nail or another tool or something. So I don't tend to. How's that? That's pretty good. That's better. Yeah, so I don't ever put my plane iron downwards unless it's on one of my rubber mats. So I've got these rubber like wash machine mats that I use to put the hand plane on, like that. And that's what I do. Because I know full well, I know what I'm like, and I know there's a quite distinct possibility I will damage my tool. So I just put it on there. Like that. Plane iron's protected, and so are people. Right, so I'm quite happy with that. So now I'm going to spring edge. I've got this other edge here to do as well, which I could do next. Which means I'm going to need to rip a piece of wood down. Now we're doing 48s, aren't we? So that's 48 that way. If I go 48 to this edge, I'll know how wide this extra piece of wood needs to be. So I'm going 48 to there. I need a 45. So I need 45 off this one, and we're going to be. Oh, I've got to think about this now, because is that going to? I need. Tell you what I'm going to do, because what I need to do here, you see, if I go 45, right, and if I'm doing this bookmarking, where you kind of with the actual sapwood, I would. If I did 45 here, which would be about there, you would lose. when I join it on the end there, it'll be perfectly straight, and you won't have the feathering. So what I need to do, I actually need to think myself, okay, then I'm going to rip this down up to there, and then rip it to width afterwards. And I might do that once the whole thing's glued up, because there's going to be some trimming to do afterwards anyway. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to here instead and rip that down on a table saw. So we've actually got all the sapwood plus some of this wood here, yeah, the good stuff. So we've got this feathering going on, you know, where it's come from sapwood to the heartwood. Okay, so this is like the centre of the tree. And this is nearer the edge of the tree before you get to the bark. You have the cambium layer, then you have the bark. And that area there, not this bit so much, but near that last bit towards the bark is where you'll get all the bugs and stuff where it live in there. And yeah, it likes it because it's soft. Yeah. Now eat it. But eat your wood. Oh, crikey, it's so saucy. Blimey. Oh, here we go. Right. I put the actual camera in my little hole. I was telling you earlier, there's holes everywhere now for the cameras to go into. So I've been trying to do multi-camera, but I can't. I need to do some. I've got to spend some money. Like that. I ain't got much money to spend, so I can't really be doing that. Now, at the moment, this is the piece I want. So why am I going on that side of the fence? On this side of the piece of wood. I need to think to myself, okay, what if this isn't parallel? I should really go from that way, because I know that is the face I'm going to be working from, this face, not that face. So I need to move that over a bit. Easy mistake to make. Now this is too wide, you know, to go down the side of the blade. So I either use a push stick like that one, or if it's narrow enough, because these things are good because you're holding the wood down at the same time. See, that won't go down there, still too tight. So I have to use an ordinary push stick. So you either use one like that, or in this case, I might even use two. Yes, two. Right, I might do. See where it goes. So I don't need that one. I just need that one. I just realised I'm not on live chat, am I? Let's go on to live chat. There you go. ASMR. Yeah. Then we start whispering to the camera. I don't quite get the ASMR stuff at the moment. I need to, because I could do ASMR, couldn't I? But I don't quite understand what it is yet. So can you see what I've done there now? All right, so I've got sort of mimicking it across the board. It'd be nice if I could have balanced it out a bit here actually, but that's what I got. So you know, that's the board that we have. Now that should be a little bit over 48. Oh yeah, it's quite a bit over 48. So what will happen here, I think? Ooh, now if, for instance, I go down to 48, I'm going to lose a centimetre on each edge. That is actually okay. That's right. If I was worried about, or I could lose it now. I could make an executive decision. I think it might be a better idea to lose some of this heartwood, because this width here is not as wide as that one. So I could balance it out a little bit better. I think so. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which probably means I'd need to remove some off this board. And I've already trued that board up, which is a bit of an annoyance, but hey, that's how it goes, isn't it? I just think it'd look nicer. You know, if you could do something like this, you've got to try and bookmark it. You need to kind of get somewhere near, right, don't you? Remember, I'm only recycling wood that I had, because it's already been used once. So it's 20 mil I can lose on this board, which would then bring that down to about 180, 185, which isn't quite as, you know, it'll balance it a little bit better. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. Doesn't mean I've got to tree that edge up again, though. never mind. Right, so I'm going to put them together like so, the wrong way, like that, and that way I can work out how much I need to remove off this board. And it's literally there, which we go that way, so I'll do it on that end. Right, so I'm at 48. Now I'm just going to rip that off. Blimey, you see. Crikey, these things are sent to try us, that they are. Ah. Da, 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 da. Yeah, what is ASMR? I don't quite get it. I've seen videos of people like whispering to the camera, but I really do not get. Yeah, I'm a bit old school for that. That's a bit bizarre, you know. But is it like things that feel like, I don't know, addictive almost, like therapeutic, like watching the hand plane go? Oh dear, oh dear. There are some YouTubers, woodworking YouTubers, who I really respect. Honestly, I really do. They're really nice people, or they're yeah, they're both. You know, they're really nice people, and they've got a lot of skills. You know, been doing it for like Paul Sellers, been doing it for a very long time, and really good at what they do. And I do respect them, I really do. But Paul Sellers the other day, I was watching one of his videos on restoring a hand plane, and I thought, okay, that might work. I wouldn't do it like that. But he said something on there that I would say was inaccurate. And I made a video about this recently, actually, regarding the hollow that you get on the bottom of a hand plane. Now, he put it down to wear and tear. Now, sorry, but you're going to have to do a hell of a lot of hand planing to cause excessive wear and tear. I mean, a hell of a lot. And like, for instance, like wearing a hollow, wearing the bottom of your the sole of your hand plane. Now, sometimes you get this bit of a dip in the middle of the hand plane here and here, where the mass areas are. Everywhere else will be high, and then you have like a hollow in the middle here. And that's actually down to the construction methods of the hand plane, especially since 1972, changed considerably. Regarding in the UK, which the English Stanleys were built by a company, well, bought out by Stanley back in 1937. 1937, I think it's 1937, and because they didn't used to make them in England. Well, J.P. Chapman was in Sheffield, and they started building these things in Sheffield. When it comes to 1972, they changed their construction method. Now, when you cast, like grey cast iron, it has to go through a seasoning process where they actually literally just chuck them outside, bash them about, what have you, they get all rusty and what have you, and the tension in the iron, it dissipates out of the iron. And then they're machined. It might be 2-3 months before they actually get to be machined after being cast. But obviously, to save money, manufacturers start skipping that process. And Stanley was one of them, unfortunately. And because of that, the hand planes had a lot of pent-up aggression. And if you, for instance, after using the hand plane for a period of time, it could almost look like it's shrinking, literally shrinking. But usually here and there, and everywhere else will be on that bit high. It could even cause a twist in the actual hand plane itself. It could be twisted. And then we'd find that, a bit like that sandpaper that was stuck to my table saw a minute ago. You could see that if you run that over top there, you would, on a hand plane that hasn't been looked after, you'll see that it'll have the hollows, or it might be high here and high there, not there, not there, so to speak, because it's dissipated out of the iron. And many of these Chinese imported ones are terrible for that, such as this. Where's it gone? This old Axminster Rider hand plane I've made in India or China or somewhere, and this wouldn't have been seasoned. and it was in a hell of a state. I managed to get rid of most of it. I don't know if you see it, there's still a little bit of tarnishing in the middle of this hand plane. And this proves my point, because this hand plane had never been used. It's got nowhere, right? It's just basically, my dad bought it, and then he got ill, and literally, he never used it. Yeah, it was hollow from new. So most hand planes that you buy, especially cheap ones, from, like for instance, Tay Tools or Faithful or any of those brands, or Stanley Baileys, new Stanley Baileys, because they're crap, and Sweetheart range, all the same, they won't be flat. They just won't be. And it is quite important that the plane is flat. Some people say that it is, but it is. We are talking about very small degrees, but very small. It just makes the plane less nice to use. You'll notice it. If you've got a true hand plane, you really will notice it. That sound. I love that sound. Oh, look at that quarter on there, look. God, I wish the wood was the other way round. Can you see that? I think you see it with too much light shine on it. But it's lacy. Especially here, it's like a tiger. But, it's there. It's really hard to light a workshop, by the way. Now we've got all LEDs in here, which is pretty darn good. For one thing, it obviously saves. That one goes there, I think. So that one goes there, that one goes there. This one then must go there. Hence, that's why you do your marks, you see. Oh, great, that looks better. Alright, so you've got your orientation. Right, this one here hasn't been trued yet, so I need to do that. And then we need to spring the boards. And then we need to joint it. So we've got 1, 2, 3 joints. You could go now, cut this down again, stabilise it even more, and glue it up again. So you've then got another 2 joints. But they're quite stable boards, actually. But that one needs drawing. Let's do that. More planing. Oh, crikey. More ASMR. Hello, Jamie Parfy. How are you? Just got back home. Oh, great, Molly boys. Look, I'm live. Toodaloo. Toodaloo to you too. ASMR on the plane. Yeah, he's very entertaining. Oh, am I? Thank you. Hit the like button. And if you don't want to hit the like, do it twice, okay? That was the thumbs down. Do it twice. That's it. If you're doing the thumbs down, do it twice. Yeah. You say, yes. So it's fun and all that. It's fun. Woodworking is fun. It's also good therapy. Good for the mind, body, and soul. It's nice making things. I don't make so much stuff these days, to be honest. So concentrating on the actual channel. I'm ready to build the channel up so it can, hopefully one day I might actually pay its way. At the moment, it could probably cost me more than what it does to actually, than what I earn on the channel, which is tiny. I mean, really tiny at the moment, especially on short videos, because short videos, you get paid a little bit, but it's tiny amount of money. I mean, you get what we call a revenue share with a course. It feels so nice. Oh, my giddy aunt. I just want to keep playing it, but I've got to stop at some point, Oh, crikey. Oh, crikey, I'm spent. Oh, there you go. And talking about quarter saw on the end, look at that. That's really, really lovely figure in there. Unfortunately, that's the face that's going to show, which isn't quarter saw because it's the wrong way around. So, never mind. The only way I can get over that is if I laminated all the boards up like that, which I'm not about to do. No. That'd be a hiding to nothing, that would. So, how's that? That's looking good. So, what I'm going to do now then is spring the boards. Spring the boards! That's what you got to do. Oh, by the way, I put a community post on earlier to see what people think. I don't know if I've had much activity on there, because most of my activity comes via the short feed. Because pretty much what the main... Oh, I don't know, I need to do something with that. Or was it the way around? That is not true. We'll sort that in a minute. About create a community on the channel where you can basically participate. And you can do it to a certain degree on the channel, but it's very limited. You can do it on Patreon, but that's also very limited. Now, I do have a website, which is woodworking.com. I've had a while, actually. And I've got a lot of blogs on there and stuff like various things. And also the videos all go on there as well. But I want to put a forum on there. So create a bit of a community where people can ask questions. People can talk, ask each other questions, Post your work and that stuff you've been doing, pictures and stuff, things ask, stuff you're making, or stuff you want to sell, or even your own services. As long as people don't go silly, And if you've got something to sell, for instance, I don't know, maybe got a tool, or you're looking for a tool. It'd be quite nice to actually build something that's a friendly space, because there are some forums out there which I do participate in sometimes, but I find them a little bit arrogant. I find the moderation's a little bit aggressive. I think that's the word, aggressive. I don't want that. I kind of understand how it happens, because you do get silly people do silly things, don't you? But as long as everybody has respect for each other, it'd be quite a nice thing to do. So, okay, what I'm going to do now is, for a start, I need to true this one out. This is not correct yet. At the moment, that would be, you see that's not right. So I need to take a little bit off that edge. So if I grab a pencil, which I've lost again. How the hell do I keep losing these pencils? Oh, there it is. Wait. Oh, so I need a little bit off that edge. I'll do the same again. I'll skew the lever a little bit. So it can help me. And once I've taken enough off, I'll go back, following the side that I start skewing the board, skewing the, anyway, going at an angle, I suppose. So that's loads better. That's better. Now what I want to do, I want to spring it. So we need to take a little bit out of the middle. I don't need to do both boards, you can just do one. You have to do both. But basically by doing that, the two ends will touch, but the middle will be a tiny, tiny gap, and that'll close up when we joint the boards. First of all, I'm just going to take a couple more shaves off this back edge. First of all, okay, that wasn't quite enough. That's perfect now. So now we're going to just take a little bit out the middle of there. All right, I'm talking about a minuscule amount, and that's how I do this. There's ways you can do it, but how I do it, you can do it with a short plane if you like. But the amount I'll be removing is going to be so small, I can still do it with the number 7. So I'll start in somewhere near the middle, just back from the middle. Small stroke, longer stroke, until I reach just before the ends. And what that's done is, if you can see, you might not be able to see that, but it's tight on the ends now. Could probably go a little bit more actually. It's tighter on the ends than it is in the middle. And that's there to reduce the amount of opening up on the ends of the joints. So you're springing the board. Be careful not to take too much off at once. And if you find that you can't, because if you're using like a number 7 like I am, you could go to number 5 if you like that one. All right, I might just do that. Right, but if you can't, if you haven't got, if that is your plane that you got, just skew it to a slight angle, so less of the plane is in contact with the wood. So how are we doing with this order? Just do 2 through. Right. So if it's a shorter plane, you see, it's not going to bridge the hollow. This one actually bridges from end to end as it overhangs. So big. I love that plane though. Right. Aha, this one's better for this job. Just okay, hopefully that'll do it on that one. Touch on the ends, tiny gap in the middle, and not you know, we're talking about the thickness of a piece of paper. That's all we're talking about. I don't know if you can see it. If they just touch on the ends here like so, the middle here, you won't be able to see that, obviously. You can actually, you'll be able to get a bit of paper down there. Only just down the middle, tiny, you know, tiny little gap. And that's cool. That's what you especially spring in the boards. And we'll do that on each one. When you've got to do one board each time, you haven't got to do them both. So you can do if you want. It's up to you. Right, I might just use the number 5. It makes more sense because it's shorter than the length of the board. One in the middle, a little bit longer, a little bit longer, a little bit longer, until you're just shy off the ends. Chinese hand plane iron in that one, 8 quid hand plane iron, and although I had to do some fettling to make it work, it is actually a good bit of steel, funny enough. Yep, I'm happy with that. So you're releasing the tension here. Let's say, for instance, you were gappy on the ends and you clamped all that was all tight because you know you kind of might walk a bit more than that actually. We'll do a bit on this one instead, for the hell of it. So it doesn't matter. You're releasing the tension on the ends. So the ends, you know, from the middle. Sorry. So the ends, if the ends shrink, which they will do, and become narrower, you won't end up with a gap. Remember which way up it is now. That way up. Let's double check this thing. That's good. Right. Nope, that's good. That's correct. Right, so that's going to go on there like that. And that's going to go on there like that. And now we've got this last board on the end here, like that. And then we can actually look at doing the joints itself. So although that one's going to give a nice, I've got a tiny gap at the end there. Oh, that one's going to be okay. Right, but that one there's got a gap on the ends. Tiny amount, but we've got to do the old, do the deed. Got to do the deed we have. A short shaving, a long shaving, and a longer shaving. Then almost the ends. You can do this bit with number 4 if you like. So there should be a slight curve in there. Wrong way up. I've got a tiny, yes I have. That looks better. That one might want a bit more work. That one needs a bit more work, that one does. Someone was asking in the comments on one of my videos, what plane would I choose? If I had to choose a plane, what would be the best value? Well, I was going to choose a plane. Mid-range, I'd say a Wood River. High-end, I'd definitely say Clifton or Lee Nelson. Lee Nelson's are very nice, but even they don't come out necessarily straight out of the box, you know. Veritas are nice, but they're a bit, they tend to put bits on them. They've got different kind of adjusting, sort of the skew, yeah, the lateral and the actual depth on the Veritas is all in one thing. I don't like that. Some people like it, I don't like it. Okay. Okay, how are we doing now? So what are we around now? Have I made that worse? Yeah, made it worse. I've quite gone on the wrong side. I've got a crap. I'm an idiot. Yes, it's confirmed. I am a belivering idiot. I just worked on the wrong face, so now I've got to correct my mistake. Never mind. Shit happens. So I'm just going to go all the way along. Slight angle though. So I have put a relief on there. Yeah, I sprung the board, so I've got to keep with my spring sprung. So I'm just screwing the plane at a slight angle. What I'm trying to do is true the board, make it perpendicular to the face. Because for some reason I was playing on the wrong side. A bit of wax on this one. A bit of wax on its sole. Right, that is definitely a lot better. Ooh, never mind. I'll do a bit more on this one, I think. So yeah, I'm going to use the domino dowler. I'm going to use a biscuit joiner. What else could I use? I could use dowels. I don't know. We could a bit of everything. But we're nearly there. I don't know. It's quite. I've got a sprung it, but I've actually sprung too far. So if I just use the long number 7, and I can combat that because it bridges the length. Do. If you're wondering whether or not you're getting levelling the flat, you can feel it. You feel a ridge if you're not careful. And that's pretty much gone. There you go, that's perfect now. Touching on the ends, sprung in the middle. You might not see it, but there's a tiny, tiny little gap in the middle of the board. And that's what you want. So you want touching at the ends, tiny little gap in the middle, about thickness of a piece of paper. Right, that should be about right. That one there. That is a little bit. How are we doing that? A little bit on the back edge of that one, a little bit. And we'll use cascamite. So we'll be mixing some cascamite glue up. I've just gone the wrong face again. Or have I gone the wrong side? Oh, sorry, that's that side. Idiot. That's it, it's perfect. That's it. Good. Right, we're going to use the domino dowler, and we're going to, for the hell of it, we're also going to use a biscuit joiner. Where's my biscuit joiner gone? What have I done with my biscuit joiner? Oh, hang your knickers on the line. When they're dry, bring them in, put them in the biscuit tin. No, that's what you're doing. Now, I keep my biscuits in Ziploc bags to keep them dry. Yeah, not a biscuit tin, no. Do. I didn't check, but I have actually got some dominoes. So we'll glue this up. And There's so many things you can do to keep the board flat when you do glue ups as well. There's some little tricks you can do. If I can find my little blocks, I might show you. How are we doing for time? It is now 6:20. That's not too bad. Right, biscuits. So they're not chocolate digestives. No, they're just these little wooden biscuits. Now, if anyone's watched Norma Abram, New Yankee Workshop, I can't remember what channel it used to be on. Discovery Channel or something. And he used to put everything together with these things. It's just, I mean, literally cabinet doors and all sorts of stuff. I thought, no, don't be stupid. What strength are you going to get in that on the corner of a cabinet door? You're not getting any whatsoever, are you? There's no glue area hardly, but they are good for alignment purposes on your board. So when you do a glue up like this, you can make sure, pretty much with these biscuits, that the face, because what you're working off, the face, will line up. So it all becomes pretty true all the way along, you see, because it just has to, because that's where the slots are. And the same with using the Festool dominoes, the same difference. I'll tell you what we'll do is, though, we'll biscuit join this one on because it's only a skinny board on the end. Although, maybe not actually, thinking ahead, that's not such a good idea. That might be the skinniest board, but because it's on the edge of the table, and where do people grab the table? On the edges. So I'm going to use the stronger joint, which would be these dominoes, yeah? These little wooden dominoes. I've got a special machine. I've never bought dominoes for my Festool. I've always made them. I seem to be left with all the rubbishy ones in there. But yeah, basically just like little oval pieces of wood like that, and they go in there and hold together. Where that is good is it gives you, where it's better than the biscuit. If I put them into, say, even they're only 40mm long or 45mm long, you can literally pick the board up almost. You see, before it's even dry from the edge, and they won't fall apart. So these help stabilise the board when you get your clamps on, squeezing it all up instead of it all popping. They're far superior than the biscuits. Now there are other ways of doing it. You could obviously tongue and groove it. You could, which then you'll waste some material, or you can just groove it and put a slip in, down the middle here. But then you've got to see it on the outside edge. And I don't want to see it on the outside edge unless you're making a feature of it. But I don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is do a bit of both. Do a bit of that on that one and that one. I'm going to use the domino dowler. I've got a DF700, and on this one here we're going to use the biscuit joiner. Now, a top like this, it doesn't need anything. All right, you can just glue that and that'll be absolutely fine. It's just PVA wood glue, clamp it up, and it'll be absolutely, it'll hold. Yeah, be really strong. There's no need. But for the purpose of this video, so I can show to you the different ways we can joint it that are available to us via, using a machine, or even we could use a plough plane. I've got a little plough plane here, and I could put a slot in if you have with that. Now on this channel, I'm going to be making some tools. I need to make a router plane. I might even make some plough planes, and basically using old chisels as the cutting edge. But I'm not going to have the handle sticking out. I'll literally cut them off and use the iron off the chisel. But there's loads of tools you can make. You don't have to buy everything. It kind of gets me a little bit sometimes when I see those people with these fancy jigs and stuff. I know, and squares and like the woodpecker stuff and all that. Well, not be funny. You're a woodworker. Why can't you make half the stuff? You don't need to be lashing out loads of money on all your tools. The same with hand planes. Even though this is a bought wooden hand plane, and hence it's like a little compass plane. This one's also by Griffiths Norwich. Oh yeah, Griffiths Norwich. And that's a compass plane. But many woodworkers didn't do that. They made them themselves. They made their tools. Why would you need, if you're a woodworker, remember they were pretty highly skilled individuals back then. For my dad, for instance, he was an amazing woodworker. And this plane iron in this one is Sam and Ashton in Sheffield. Plane iron. Now, the Griffiths were quite often Ward cast steel plane irons. And I learned the other day, by somebody commented on one of the videos, that Wards didn't actually make their own plane irons. They bought them in. I didn't know that. If that's true, that is. So anyway, I will grab some machines. Now, where is my biscuit joiner? Oh, I want a biscuit joiner first. Let's go with the biscuit joiner first. Where did I put the biscuit joiner? Not in there. If you wonder what I'm doing, look in the cupboards. Not in there. No. It's a bright yellow DeWalt biscuit joiner. Where have I put my biscuit joiner? Crikey. We might just be domino in it. Oh, hang on, it might be in there. No, it's not in there. What about in there? Oh, crikey. No, not in there. Not in there. Not in there. How the hell did I lose a biscuit joiner? I know I had my biscuit joiner. And now I can't find it. What have I done? That's really frustrating. What have I done with my biscuit joiner? I've obviously put it somewhere safe. It's bright blooming yellow. I'll tell you, let's start with the Festool Dom de Dower. That's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Oh, yeah. It's a Festool. It's me Festool, it is. Now, maybe not now so much, because I'm not obviously doing so much work type stuff. But if this machine, if I was to full flow, make my windows, doors and stuff like that for paid customers, if there was any machine that was very, other than table saws and stuff, I'll say that there's my, I found my biscuit joiner. If there was a machine that I would replace tomorrow, if I was in full flow in this workshop again, it'd be this machine. If it broke today, I'd go out and buy another one tomorrow. I'd literally go and order it. I'd do whatever I do. I'd beg, borrow and steal and sell the missus. Okay? We'll get a lot. No, what can I do? Oh, I don't know. Crikey. No, I'll be out of pocket. Anyway, I have found this machine so flippin' useful. But you see, the thing is, the patent should be running out anytime soon, because generally the patents run for 20 years. And the patents are only in the EU. They're in Germany, or were they just in Germany, or are they listed in the EU? I'm not sure, but anyway, they're not in the US. But through treaties, they actually do. The US manufacturers in the US can't copy the Festool Domino because of the treaty. But anyway, it's because there's no patents logged in the US for the Festool Domino. And like I say, this machine is so flipping good. It's the only Festool I own other than a pencil. I don't have no T55 track saws or anything silly like that. I don't have any of that stuff. And I don't know if I'd even really want one. I don't know the panel work, you see. The only long stuff I cut would be, for instance, along the edge of a door maybe, or trimming the bottom of a door, or shutters. But I make my own jigs for that, and it works for me. It's enough. I don't do enough of it to warrant it. Maybe if I was replacing with skill saw, which is probably in need of replacement to be fair, because I've got a couple of skill saws, but they're all a bit manky now. They do need replacing, but you've got to be able to warrant this stuff, haven't you? Like, I wouldn't be buying this thing unless I was actually, still working with it. It'd be pointless, so it'd be silly. €1,500. So I wouldn't be doing that, would I? No. Right, let's put that down here. But I have to admit, it is a brilliant bit of kit. It really is. Let's just check the chat. Ireland calling. Hello, new kick army. Ree, I hope you're well. Uncle John, carving hearts. Ooh. Oh, crikey. Yeah, a bit of heart for a bite. Brian McGuire, friend. Oh, just in time for a biscuit. Oh, I make the tea. And Duke Vengeance is there, buddy. How dare you make a mistake? Don't you know that you must be perfect all the time? Not me. No. Ask the missus, she knows. Oh, put that into live chat. Okay, back in live chat. All right. Ari, shoulder to shoulder. Yep. Okay. Older you get, the more things hide. I know they do. I can't remember where I put anything. I can't. No. I'm terrible I am. Do you ever go to the cupboard? All right. And you say, what am I doing here? Why did I come to this cupboard? And I see some little laps. I don't know. I just think my body's moving before my brain does. Yeah. Sometimes. Anyway, that's a Festool Domino Down, and this is the 700 XL, or the DF 700. And it is a really cool thing. It really is. And I'm going to see if I can get you a little bit further away. So I'm just going to put you here for a second. Yeah, there's a little bit Heath Robinson, this is. So I'm going to put this over here. Okay, could you hold down for that? That'd be a good idea. So use that one for that. On there like that. Okay, that feels okay, I think. But make sure it's, yeah, that's on there. Otherwise, the camera will fall down. I don't want that to happen. No. I just want to make sure you're seeing as much as you can of what I'm doing. I don't care if you see my face. It's ugly. Don't want to see that. See, chop my head off again, like that. I'm good at that, aren't I? So anyway, that's the Festool Domino Dowler. And it's a great machine. So you can do down the middle of the board if you like. So then you have your fence up there like so. I'm doing it vertically. But what's really clever about these things is not just the fact that it cuts, say, oval hole, but there's these little alignment pins. And it's all part of the system. And you kind of like, you pop them in like that out of the way. And then you push a button on the side and they all pop out again. Like that. You can put one out, or, you know, yeah, you can use them to do multiple biscuits. I'm not going to do it, not multiple dominoes. I'm actually going to do it like that. All I'm going to do is just have this down, and we've got this little mark in the middle. It marks the centre of your slot, your loose tenon, your mortars, sorry. And I'll then be cutting a little bit of worms out in a minute. Now these boards, start again. These boards are 27 millimeters thick. This sets the depth, this thing here does. So what I've got to do is think, so how thick is this board? Do I go 10 mil down to the centre? Do I go 15 mil down to the centre? Which I could do that, so I can bring this up higher. And bring it, you know, I've got a little stop here. That'll be 15 mil. Is that nearer than 10 mil to the centre? Possibly. Or you can do it somewhere in between if you want. But let's have a look at that. So how does that look? If I bring it up to the fence, then I can look down the side and see where it is in relationship to the board, or then I can do 10 mil, or like say split the difference. So that's 10. How does that look? Oh, that'd be good. That'd be near the surface. Right, we'll go for that. And the depth is done here. So let's say, for instance, say if I was using 45s, or we'll do 45s in there. All right, 40s. They don't need to be very long for this job. They really don't. So let's say I'm going to use 40. So it needs to be just over 20 mil depth of cut, because obviously times 2. So I'm going to put this down to just about there. 25. Let's go 20. And that is the depth of cut. So that's how far the machine will go up to. So it'll literally just do about 20 mil cut. I'm going to go a little bit more than that. I'm going to go 25, and I'm going to probably go about 45 millimetre long dominoes. It don't matter if you get a little bit of gap at the end of the domino. It's not something like this. If I was doing joints where you need the strength in the corner, for instance, if you're doing, like, I don't know, using it on a door frame, I don't recommend this for door frame because it doesn't stop the water getting through. But if you use it on a door frame, well, then you really want to try and make your dominoes fit pretty snug on the ends in the mortises. So the first thing I'm going to do is mark the boards that I want to use the domino with. And I'm going to do these 2 joints here, and that one we're going to do with the biscuit. Right, so I'm going to put a clamp on, so all in the same, so I know that they're going to stay put. And then I'm going to put a mark across them where I want the dominoes to go, and also where I want the biscuits to go. Now you can use the little pins if you like to replicate the spacing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it by the marks because it's easy anyway, and it works really well. Line the ends up. That'll do. Now, I know the boards are dirty because it's been cut. I don't know what that is. There's a water stain there. They won't be there forever. No. We will get rid of that at some point, but I don't give a damn at the moment. Okay. So we're going to get a square, and here is a square, and this is a 600mm framing square. It's only little cheap ass things, but for what I'm using it for, it doesn't really matter. Now, don't go too close to the edge, because you want to you want to prevent that movement on the ends. But don't go too close, because you obviously don't want it to show. And where on earth is my pencil gone? Did I put it in my pocket? No. I have to use that. Oh, I want my red one. Oh, it's here. All right. So I'm going a couple of inches from the end, so I'm just going the width of that enough. So I'm going to put a line across here, a line across there, and a line across there. And I'll probably put, I'm only going to put 3 in because it's all it needs. I don't even need any, to be honest. I'm just doing it for the purpose of the video, really. And I'm going to put one there, one there, one there, and then do the same on the end. Yeah, you could just glue it all up and be done with it. I'm choosing red because it's easy to see. You get yellow as well. Yellow. Yeah, do you know that? You get yellow. Right, so I'm using the... I'll move this one out of the way so I don't get myself confused. So these two here are going to be done with the fez tool. And I said earlier, I'll use this one fez tool, because then when someone grabs the end, it'll be stronger. Because it'll be close to the edge of the actual table. So that's got to be almost right on the top edge of the table. If anyone didn't know, we're making a tabletop for this little barley twist, really old barley twist table. That was painted white. I've got most of the paint off, but that requires some more TLC. So we're making a little top for it in oak. That is actually oak as well. That's old oak. This is new French oak, and that is English. So, it'll be fine. Yes. And I might even ebonise the top. I don't know yet. We'll see. Now I'm going to use my rubber mat. I should really grab the other one because I've got the plane on that one. All right, because I use that to grip the board. These are washing machine acoustic mats. That's 600 by 600 that I actually decided to, well, rip down. Now, crikey, what have I done? That one and that one and that one. So that one's going to be going on there. Oh, so that's right. Oh, it's not right. What am I talking about? It's that way around. Like so. So, right, so that one goes together. And then those two don't go there. So there. I didn't do my what's it mark on there. No. Right, that's correct. Okay, I better just do that. I was going to. Right, now I know. So those two joints are going to be dominoed. And we're going 25 mil in, 10 mil down. Right. Oh, do you know what I need? Where do I put it? Where? I need the lead. Because I've got this little system on there where you actually plug it in there like so and twist it around. Get it right around, there you go, like that. Now this has got dust extraction on it, and you should really use it, but I've only got, what, 6 holes, 6, no, sorry, no, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, no, 6, no, 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 12 holes. Oh, I should really put the extraction on it. I might just do it, I might, so look, where is it? Bum, 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 bum. Let's put the extraction on. Oh, wait till the aunt! Hopefully it doesn't knock the camera over. Ah, get on there, you. What's going on? Oh, my rubber's gone hard. You're well hard, you. Right. Let's cut some mortises. It's easy. I'll bring this over here without knocking the camera over. I'll tell you what, let me just show you what it actually does. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? So you can see for yourself. Why is it special? Oh, it's so special it is. Alright, let's move that up. Take the fence off like so. That's the cutter, right? It looks like a big drill bit, doesn't it? Right? But it don't just turn, it goes side to side. Oh, giddy out. Oh, blimey. Oh, God, look at that. Oh my God. Oh. Don't show the missus. Yeah, sure. Oh, but find it again, will I? No. Snaps together like that. Snaps together. Let's put you closer so you can see what we're doing. I apologise for you're getting dizzy. This is why I want a multiple camera system. It's so much easier and better. So I'm lining the top here with a red line. Line up there. Let's see whether or not there's any dust left inside these mortises. No. So it does work, doesn't it? Festool's renowned for its dust extraction, that it is. So I've got to get it right in my head now. So that one goes on there. Right, let's do that one next so I don't mess that up. Absolutely clean holes, look. It's a brilliant machine. The dust extraction works really well. At the moment it's going through my cyclone. Well, that goes on that one. Yeah, that way around there. That goes on there like that. I've done on that face, so that one is going to go on there like that. So I need to do this one. So I've got 1, 2, 3 to do that. I'm very conscious that I keep putting my arm in the way. Who's that over there? Alright, so that's all the dominoes done. And now we need to look at doing the... Let's go on there like that. So now we need to do the actual biscuits. So let's go on there like that. So let's go on there like that. And that's all the dominoes done. So now we need to do those biscuits. So I'll move that one over there. Move that one over there, so it's right around. And that one there can stay where it is. So we're done with the Festool now. So let's move that, so it's noisy. So you see how it works, can't you? It's just that goes in and the cutter comes out. And it oscillates from side to side. It's quite a clever bit of engineering. But no one else is allowed to make these at the moment because they're patent. At some point in the future, we might be finding a DeWalt one or a Makita or something like that. One of those other brands come out with something similar where it would be exactly the same, but it's down to whether or not they can copy the principle. Where the patent at the end it was 2004 when they first started applying for patents. So it should be sometime this year or next. But I won't be surprised they protected them somehow. Because not from this machine has made Festool a huge amount of money and also put them on the map. And I love it. Alright, I found my biscuit joiner. Put them in the biscuit tin. There we go. Oh God, it's covered in dust. Oh my God, that's so dirty. Oh, blimey, the state of that, until I don't use that very much. God's sake. It's very dusty, it is. Let me just turn the vac off because the dust extraction on these are useless. So I'm not going to bother. Bum, 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 bum. Sometimes you just can't avoid a bit of dust. I suppose you could wear a mask. I can't talk with a mask on. Right, so this has almost like a little saw blade in there that comes out and creates a oval or half, half a crescent, maybe? Not crescent, is it? Half an oval? I don't know. Little circular cut anyway. We've got 2 boards here that we need to create these cuts for these biscuits. I'm only putting 3 in. It's only ready for alignment. Oh my God, my battery's going to run out. Oh dear, that's not very good. Okay, that is really annoying. What can I do quickly? Blimey. It might mean I'll have to go over to the... Crikey, that's really annoying. Oh, blimey, what am I going to do? Oh, decisions. Okay. Right, I'm going to grab that. Right, we might have to go on to the other microphone, unfortunately. The onboard microphone. I do apologise, but I don't think I'm going to have any choice. I'll be finishing too early. Okay, I just plugged in that. This is the microphone we use at the moment. I have been using. Hopefully it's been okay. These are Hollyland Lark M1 microphones. The duo sets. There's 2 of these, and I found them so good. They just work, you know. They really are good. And the thing is, these modern phones, you can't just plug in your microphone, can you? You can't. You have to use flipping adapters, and unfortunately, not all apps will see them. Yeah, such as the YouTube app. It does on this one, on the lives it does, but it doesn't on the anything else, which is blooming frustrating. It's just complicated matters they have, you know. Yeah. Must be angry. Why can't we just have a socket so we plug an ordinary microphone in? Another thing is I can't plug in the charge. Can't plug it. I've got to remember the microphone's there now, isn't it? I can't plug in the charger. Now the audio. Tell me what you think about the audio. Actually, it's going to be quite interesting to know. So the next thing we've got to do is set this up. And it's a very similar process. The alignment is going to be the same. We're going to be using the fence set at 90. That's good. It's about in the right place. You set whatever biscuits you're going to be using. I'm going to use 10s or 20s. What shall I use? Ooh, decisions. Use the 10s. These for alignment. Strength-wise, they don't really do much. So we've got these. These are 10s. Yeah, they're 10s. So you just basically turn this around and see that lines up with the 10 on the back here. This is a DeWalt one. They are useful tools. They're not brilliant. You know, not the best. Hopefully, these haven't taken on any moisture. Otherwise, they won't fit in slots. That would be quite annoying. Right. Oh, I've got to plug it in. People say, why do you go cordless? Oh, go cordless. That involves spending more money. There. If you watch Sport Channel, there is the super chats and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, Temo got in contact with me, and they want me to do videos for them. Yeah, the usual sort of collab type thing. sponsored. I'm not that comfortable about it. I don't know how I can be positive without lying. And one thing you won't catch me doing, I won't lie. I hate lying. Absolutely hate it. Too much of it in there. So hopefully that'll squeeze in there. They're a bit on the tight side, but they will go in. So next thing's next. We need to mix some glue up. We'll just use a bit of cascamite. I've got some in a small pot of those, which is quite handy. So we've got 3 of those. So hopefully that'll be enough. If they all go into the slots, that is. I've got 4 now. What have I got 4? That goes in there. That's fitting there nicely. A bit on the tight side. They should squeeze up. Basically what's happened is they take on a bit of moisture. They shouldn't have been Ziplocs. Well, these aren't very good Ziplocs though. Right, so that like that. And now we need 6 dominoes. About 45mm long. That will fit into holes up. You can do these slots in 2 sizes. What size I do that one? I'm just going to cut these onto dentist. I'm going to have to leave the camera here. Wait 2 seconds. Right, 1, 2. Right, 45s. I have done 50s, 45s. Can I get 6 of them? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, maybe. We'll see. Got me. Right. Do apologise, I couldn't bring it with me because you're attached to a wire now. The mat, we don't need that at the moment. Right, let's start by mixing some glue. Remove these, bring you a bit higher. I'll put it back over there now actually. No, I can't because the microphone's. Oh, you can hear us in it? Oh, that's good. It's good. As long as you hear us, because there's a bit of a... it's not going to be as good, because I'm in an echoey space, and the microphone is on the camera now. I ain't got a lot of choice, because the actual... Well, it's wireless. Not wireless, because it's attached, sorry. Connected by a wire. Alright, we've got some Cascamite powdered resin wood glue here. Alright. I decant it into smaller pots, because that way... The thing is, every time you open the big pot, air gets in and moisture gets into the Cascamite, and it will set off quicker. So if you decant it into a small pot, it will last much longer. And I tend to use the yogurt pots, and wallpaper roller, which makes a really good spreader. I could do a mixer. What would I put? I need a mixer. Right. Right, what have I missed? Oh, that'll do. That'll do it. It's not ideal, but that'll do it. Right, have a nice trip. I'll use that. Ain't ideal. Right, so I'm going to mix a bit of glue first. I've got my waters over here. And I mix my Cascamite back to front, I do. You could use PVA if you want. But at the moment I've got no PVA in the workshop because the weather. I don't want to get caught out with frost. If it freezes in here, you wreck all your PVA because there's water in it. So I'm going to put a bit, mix a bit in there like so. Probably more than enough. That joint I've got. The Dominoes will eat a darn sight more glue than the biscuits. But you can eat biscuits. So a little bit of water to start with, and I'll go to a bit of a paste. Don't put too much water in it once so it'll separate. This is a urea formaldehyde glue. It's one of the glues that's commonly used in furniture manufacture and stuff like that, and laminations and stuff like that. It's similar to the principle's the same as the glues they use on the bandages. You know, when they soak the bandage in water and wrap it around your leg and it goes off. It's basically a water activated resin. Okay, now got to the paste stage. Then if you need to add more water into that, no, you just keep mixing. It's probably about the right amount of water. What will happen is it will become more and more liquid the more you mix it. If you do need to add a bit more water, that's when you do it, you know. I've been doing it this way, like this for a long time without any problems. Right, we'll be using my bar clamps over there, the wooden clamps. They've basically got metal clamp ends on a wooden bar. I think that's what we use. We'll leave it off of those ones, they're quite long now. Ooh, too many decisions. I might just use the F clamps. Right, the bar clamps are good because they're easy to clamp the boards down flat. Right, just let's get more and more liquid. The more you mix it, the more liquid it becomes. If you do add a little bit more, just cut little dribbles in there, it becomes glossy. It starts looking glossy. Now, Cascamite took a really bad turn of it. They went really poor when it's Polyvine. They wrecked it. They tried to save some money during the pandemic and what have you. But now Eureka's got hold of it. That's improved. Well, it's just as it all used to be. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to actually glue the surfaces before I do the biscuits. Right? Otherwise, if I start putting the biscuits now, I'm going to have a pain in the neck job trying to get the glue everywhere. So it makes sense just to literally spread a bit of glue along here like so, and along like this like so, like so. Alright, and what I'm not going to do is do it all with a stick. No, I'm going to use my sticky tape, electrical tape covered wallpaper. You know, when you do your wallpaper joints, these things are ideal for that. What happens is that build up a glue after a period of time, and you just run a knife down and just it all comes off, breaks off like one big like callus, and then just whack some more tape around and off you go again. The other way you can do it is you use the bicycle inner tube, slice the bicycle inner tube, slide that over like a condom. You know, you could try a condom, but I don't think that'll work. And literally just do that. That's the best form. It's the best spreader for doing glue joints I've come across, or any glue in actually come to that. And just get your backs and forwards. You know, just skip it occasionally so you're not always doing the same area on the roller. So basically bring it up and bit that roll a bit. So obviously if there's any areas on the roller there's no glue, well then you'll just end up doing the same bit again with no glue. Do a ball patch. Do you want a ball patch, you know? Right, just like that. Now the other thing you can do with Cascamite pad resin wood glue, if you're worried that the glue line is going to show, you can add a bit of small amount, but before you put the water in, so when you've got the powder stage, add a little bit of sawdust, not saw shavings, fine sanded sawdust of the colour that you want to use. I find pine works well with light oak. If you use oak, it ends up being too dark. So yeah, just go shade down basically. And that way it'll disguise your glue joint, especially if you're not that good at getting your gluing your boards up. So you've basically got coloured glue then. The Cascamite, like I say, is a really, really good glue. So now what I'm going to do now is put a little bit into the slot, or you could just literally put it, onto the actual biscuit like so. You can actually get special glue pots for this if you want for your biscuits. The problem with special glue pots, if you're not doing it all the time, what happens is the glue ends up going off inside the glue pot. And do you realise how annoying that is? Because then you've got to clean the glue pot out. So it's all very well having all the fancy stuff. Sometimes it's more trouble than it's worth. It really is. Let me know about whether or not you'd be interested in a woodworking forum because I can add that to my website, which is woodworking.com, and that'd be I think it'd be quite cool. It'd be quite nice as well, for people to have somewhere where they can just ask questions, not just of me, but other people, from other people as well. Okay, got glue in there, like so. I'm quite happy with that. That'll squeeze in. Now, I'm not going to try and glue them all up together at the same time. There's no point. All I'm going to do is clamp these two together. Now, you could put glue on both faces, but isn't necessary. I've put so much glue on, there's plenty on there. Now, you've got to think about alignment at this stage. So, I see I need to tap the ends of the boards here. It's quite easy to get your alignment. You just look at the lines that you used, that you put on here, and just line your lines up. Not worry about the ends. Worry more about the lines that you, that's where you centre mark for your actual dominoes, or in this case, biscuits. So we'll grab that clamp again, add it over there. I don't know what I've done with it. Oh, there it is. Go in the middle. We're along if you like. We're going to go in the middle on this one. Just clamp these a good old clean on the threads. Got glue on the threads. And then we just squeeze them together. Now you've got a bit of play. You've got a bit of time with these, with cast-iron, so you don't have to go crazy at this stage. I would say that they have swelled up a bit, but that's good. That'll squeeze up. I'll make sure it does. I'm going to be careful you don't damage his edge here where you've got the other face got to go together, so I've got it in the wrong place at the minute, really. We should be going from the back face, so instead of doing it from the front of it, I should really be doing it from the back. So where I'll be damaging the edge will be where it don't show. That's it. It's not fully together yet, but it will be. We just need to worry about the other faces, which is the one. Now we're going to be using the dominoes. Same principle again. We're going to glue the face, the edge, not the face. Not glue anything to the face, are we? So we'll put some glue on here. Do exactly the same thing with that roller. Now, ideally, you would glue both faces, but that'll be fun. I'll put loads on there. Make sure there's no. I just had to pick up a little shaving from somewhere. You don't want that. Get rid of that. Now, if you've got a problem with the board slipping, you can use a bit of sugar. Just sprinkle a bit of sugar on that. As it clamps together, it'll grip. We won't need that because we've got the dominoes, but now normally I'd literally ooze loads of glue in there, right? But I don't want to. That is enough. For this job, if you're doing something that requires it completely full, or you've got a joint, a joint like have a lot of lateral pressure on it, I'd be more concerned, but not on this. In fact, you don't need any. These joints are pointless; they don't really do anything. I'm doing it just for the purpose of the video, so I can show you. There. A lot of glue to get squeezed out anyway. No reason the cast iron is quite good is when you're doing, more tendon joints, or loose tendon joints like these, is that is that the glue's hard, so when it goes off it doesn't compress like PVA does, which makes it a very strong joint. Okay, let's put it right there. I've got to try and line it up now. Oh god. It's not the best clamp to use. Oh, I'll tell you the best clamp to use, I'll get it. get them. I'll use one for now. These. Yeah. These buggers. This is an overkill, I must admit, but these... if this doesn't squeeze them up, nothing will. Right. There. Move it to the ends of that. Oh, I've got oil on my hands now. I'm just going to use one. It's like show and tell, isn't it? Right, stick my hand like that. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. I have got two of these, so I could use both of them. I just want to use to squeeze it up. You might not like it. There you go. So not fully clamped up yet. I'm just tapping the end. A bit better alignment. That's good. Now we've got the last one, which is the narrow board. I should have marked the boards. Yeah, I know. There we go. Right. I've marked the boards as marked there. Right, there we go. That's then got to go on there, like so. Let's grab these little dominoes. They're the right ones, they're the ones. Okay. First of all, let's put some glue on there. That makes it just about the right amount. Really just enough of those the dominoes. I'm live tonight on the other channel as well, Brian. Alright, so that one. Well, I could do that, I'm not going to worry. There's plenty of glue on there. So now let's get the old dominoes in the holes. I need to batch up some more actually because they're all a bit manky looking. So covered in dust and shit. Like I say, I haven't been working properly for a while. I've just been on YouTube. It's just a sign of madness. It's all right, isn't it? I do enjoy. Do you know what, actually, tell you what I really enjoy is sharing things with people. Yeah, not hurt beats stuff. You know what I mean? Like stuff I've learned over the years, or you know, tricks I've learned, or just all this general knowledge about the topic, about the work. Because things are getting. I feel a lot of skills have been lost. Yeah, and same with engineering. It's the same with the construction industry. No, you know, even like roofing, for instance, they're not really. You know, roofing now just some. I call them fitter. It's like kitchen units. They're fitters. Sorry. How often do you do bird mouth these days? You know, you get all your TDA trusses. They come in on a low loader. You just nail them all together. It's not really the same. The TDA Trust is the Truss Development Association. Yeah, we are losing a lot of skills, which is a bit of a worry, really. Right, we're at that stage where I feel like clamping the whole lot together. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, which clamp shall I use? Right, I'm going to move my planes out of the way before I knock them off the bench. Then I'll cry, you know. Just put it over half. Everything else, what have I just done? There you go. Right, so we use Cascamite powder resin wood glue, which is a really, really strong glue. So now I need to clamp it all together. I find for panel work, I like using. Oh, let me show you. These, because they sit flat on the bench quite easily, and these are only Axeman's ones. They're not. You know, I made the rails up obviously, but you buy these heads. So you buy your screw head and the foot like so, and you get your bar up, and you've got a sash clamp. I actually like using them. I think they're really quite good to use. The record ones are obviously far superior. And I do have a couple of record ones as well, but the clamps I do stay away from would be the ones with the adjustable clamp, the quick adjustable clamps, the ones with all the little notches in the top. They are so weak. No strength in them whatsoever. Now, there's one little technique you can do if you want to stop the cupping of your boards. These shouldn't cut because the clamp's quite solid, but if you use F clamps, get a broomstick, cut down the middle of the broomstick, so you've got like two halves of a broomstick about that long, little spits that long, put them behind the jaws, and then the pressure point, you then transfer the pressure point to the middle of the board. You know, and that way you won't get the board trying to do that cut on you. Oh, come over here, you! Come here! Oh, down, boy, down! Oh, there we are. There's that one. And I've also not talking about these. So I've actually got two long ones I've made. It's just two really long ones, and they can do a door from top to bottom. So I can clamp a door frame together or a door together, head to toe. So here, head to toe. Oh, right, there you go. It's quite hard doing live streams because you've got to be spontaneous, I think, really, and then you've also got to remember your words, and I've got a terrible memory. It's actually chronic these days. It really is. So I'm going to tighten this up a bit, then I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer with the feet, the foot of each clamp. So squeezing out the glue out of there. You want the glue to squeeze, but you don't want to squeeze all the glue out. That is a fallacy. It's squeezing the hell out of your actual top. So that one needs to come off the side. That's come up. That's good. Right. So we'll release that, make sure it's down. Now what I tend to do, what I do, I grab some of these clamps, as in some G clamps. Do 4 for now. These will create like 4 little feet, but they will hold the board down. And normally I'd put some pads on there, but I'm not going to worry about it this time. Basically because I'm going to be cleaning it all off anyway. If there's any indentations. Right, that's there. So put one there. We need to hold the wood at the top to the actual clamp itself. That's what we need to do. Put one here as well. You want to have the same clamps, so I'm using 4 identical G clamps, and that way it'll create like 4 feet. We'll do this on this side. What they're called now. Some people use boards, a sprung board. This is not wide enough to worry about. But if you do a tabletop, it's like, I don't know, the argument say it's a metre across or something. You want them, oh crikey, what they're called! Oh blimey, I'm losing my mind. I really am. They're effectively lengths of timber with a slight curve in a cutting tool. So what you do, you clamp on the ends, and because it's got the curve in it, you put pressure in the middle. So as the wood bends, it is still at pressure right along its length, and it holds all the boards down flat. Oh, God, I can't remember the colour now. I'm told I forget things. I'm losing my mind. Good. Pretty good. Now, where do I get these? Like there and there. I could probably put another clamp on there actually. I won't do it. I'll put a couple of clamps on. But they don't want to be the 6-inch because you can create a rock. So I'll talk about this to the actual the other clamp now. Right, so not quite there yet. Right. I don't want to clamp this too tight down to the other clamp because it'll stop me being able to squeeze the clamps up. Now you can do this with wooden clamps, like, you know, you can make wooden clamps up with wedges and stuff. It'll do the same job. That's, you know, and if you've got this wood, you can do that. Now I will be putting another clamp on the top because if there's any spring, I want to counteract the spring. If that makes any sense. It looks pretty good actually. Yeah, everything's got contact. Everything's in contact with the actual bar clamps. I'm going to tighten these up now, but I don't want to squeeze the living hell out of them. It's not what you want. You don't want to squeeze all the glue out. Glue. The glue won't be doing anything. You do really want to make sure you've got some squeeze out because that tells you you've got full coverage with glue, which it looks like I have. Just a little bit. I'm releasing the clamps and then tighten up again. The reason for that is because I've just squeezed these clamps up, and the downward pressure between, or the clamp between the top and the actual clamp rail is going to stop them going together. That's right. That's good. I think I'm happy with that. That's good. I'm going to put another clamp on the top. So basically you've got this foot that has a slot in it, push it up against the pin. So it's over there, like so. And then as I apply pressure with the screw, it'll tighten. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm counteracting the negative pressure. So there's clamps on the top and clamps on the bottom. And if this was a bigger top, I'd put more on. That's kind of what I do. Even pressure, especially when you laminate, you need loads of clamps. I've got about 400 clamps there. Most of them are little tiny F clamps for laminating. I've got quite a few slash clamps. Types all that on it on probably. It's not reaching. It's not reaching very well. Okay, how's that doing? That's good. I'm happy at that. That's all good. Alright, I think that's good. Attached to a flipping wire. Charge my phone up. So we've got 2 sash clamps underneath. You've got the heads and the screw heads and the feet on these clamps, and then the bars that I make. So there's 1, 2 on the bottom, and we've got 1 on the top, trying to counteract the pressure from the bottom clamp. So if that's trying to create a bend one way, you put one on the top as well. That helps prevent the bend the other way. But don't really necessarily a small top like this. It's only got 48 square, 48 centimetres square. So I don't really need it. I just want to demonstrate this. Really, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be useful. I'm like a useful idiot. That's what Mr. said. Alright, I'm looking underneath to see whether or not there's any gaps. No, there's no gaps underneath. I think that is pretty good. Yep. I'm I'll have a look on the other side. If there are any gaps, what we do is get a clamp and you clamp it down. No, that's good. Alright, okay, so the next stage is, let's wait. Till tomorrow. Anyway, I was going to check what you're saying in the chat, and then we're going to say toodaloo, you know. So, where are we? Here we are. Very good. We've got very good. Very good. Hope we will. There we come. Dr. Robbie, corks! Corks! Now I say, mastic! Will you be on tonight too? Yes, Brian. I'm on tonight too, Brian. I am on the other channel. Oh, it's Gamer Boy. Gamer Boy. Are you DBI? You DBI? Or was it UBI? Universal Basic Income. We have a small workshop in a small town in the mountains of Romania. We watch your reels and videos late in the night. And Renata is always delighted to hear your voice. Voices. Really? I'm happy to oblige. Yeah. Well, I've been doing it for quite a while now. 30 odd years I've been woodworking. And in the construction industry in general, really. Just I'm always making something, doing something. And I've been in and out of college most of my life. I've got qualified in woodworking, plumber, electrician, and bricklaying, MVQ3 in bricklaying, which includes scaffolding and all that sort of stuff. And also I got a degree in photography. Did useless at school, once I left school basically. So anyway, I think it's time for me to go. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us, you know, and it's much appreciated. And I will do a regular live, but I need to sort this out. This isn't ideal, the way I'm doing it. Let's say, for instance, the phone only lasts an hour and a half before I can actually, before I need to charge the battery up. So, yeah, it was fully charged and it's killed it. And because of that, the audio isn't as good when you come off the wireless microphone, which is a bit annoying. What I'd like to be able to do at some point, be able to afford to get there's a device you can get. It's an ATM Mini. Basically, it's for streaming. And it allows me to have 4 cameras running, 4 good cameras, HDMI type cameras, so they could be actual proper cameras. And I can have them set on each machine with that vicinity. And it worked out so better than what I'm doing at the moment. At the moment, I'm just literally just using the phone at the minute because I can take you with me. It kind of works to some degree, but it's not really good enough. But yeah, we will improve. Yeah, stick with us. Anyway, it's time for me to go, so I'm going to say toodaloo, you know, because I'm losing my voice. Toodaloo, and have a lovely evening. Have a beer or some kind of beverage. If you don't drink beer, maybe, I don't know, a cup of tea or something. Toodaloo. Where's my button? Oh, it's over there. Crikey, it always gets me. I can't see it. There it is. I'll get there in a minute. Oh yeah, don't forget to boot the whole like button, please. Boot the whole like button. Helps the channel, you know. I need all the help I can get. I can tell you that. The missus will tell you that too, I'm sure. Toodaloo.